It happened in a small village in Africa, one that no one really cared about except for the people who lived there. I was just a kid back then, too young to understand the full weight of what was going on. But I'll never forget the terror we lived through. The village was ruled by Princess Amina. Her father was the king, a man who had grown old and weak, and the princess took over the land with an iron grip. She was beautiful, yes, but she had a coldness about her. People said she was born from darkness. Her eyes always seemed empty, like she didn't care about anything or anyone. At first, she made us work harder. The fields, the animals, everything. There were punishments if we didn't do what she said, and we learned that if you didn't obey her, something bad would happen. I saw it happen to a man once. He was caught stealing a loaf of bread to feed his family. He begged for mercy, but the princess just stood there, watching him. She didn't say a word. She just pointed to the guards, and they dragged him away. That night, his wife cried out for help. The villagers said they heard him screaming for hours. I don't know what happened to him, but after that, no one dared disobey her. One day, I was walking near the palace when I saw something strange. The sun was setting, casting a long shadow over the land, and the air felt heavy, like something was wrong. I heard voices, low whispers, coming from the palace. I tried to get closer, but something stopped me. It was like a chill, a warning. Then I saw it. Amina was standing at the edge of the palace, her eyes fixed on something below. I followed her gaze and saw a group of people, shackled, being led to the center of the village. I recognized some of them. They were villagers who had spoken against her, who had tried to resist her rule. They were going to be punished. The princess didn't say a word. She didn't have to. The guards started the execution without any mercy. They tied the people up, their faces filled with fear, and one by one, they were killed. I couldn't move. My body froze. I watched the whole thing, even though I knew I shouldn't. The princess didn't look away once. She didn't flinch, didn't even blink. I heard the screams, the blood, the silence afterward. The next day, the villagers tried to protest, but it was useless. Anyone who spoke out against her disappeared, just like that. I never saw those people again. Some said she had a way of making people vanish. Others believed she had powers. Dark magic, maybe. Whatever it was, it didn't matter. Her power was real. The whispers about her grew. People started saying she had made a pact with the spirits, that she was not fully human anymore. The village lived in fear, but no one dared to speak against her. We were all too scared. I left the village not long after that, but the memory of what I saw never left me. I still hear the screams sometimes when the night is quiet. The princess still rules over the land, and I can't help but wonder what other dark secrets she's hiding in that palace. Maybe it's better. I don't know.